I'm going to do a spider jig, and what I'm going to use is a 1/32 ounce jig. I've already got the head painted black, got powder coating, and then the painted the eyes on with I'm thinking I used like a 1/8 rod and dotted it and then coated it with clear fingernail polish. For the underbody, I'm going to use this Masterclass Dublin, and I'm going to use a red, and that's kind of like it's a mix of synthetics. So what we'll do, we'll layer your thread down, then just pull out a little bit of that dubbing, because it don't take much on this little body. And I'm going to work from the hook point back up toward the head. Might be a little bit too much, might have to take some of that off. Dubbing can be so aggravating sometimes, and but just keep working with it and you'll get it on there. Dress that up a little bit. Alright, what I'm going to do is run the thread just right back in front of the hook point. And these little foam bodies, you can buy them in the packages. I think these had 25 pack, and they're reasonably priced for 25, 25 bodies. I can't remember what I give for it. What we're going to do is make two segments. We're going to make one segment right here. If you notice, I'd run the thread back, and then we're just going to wrap that real well. And then we're going to chase our thread back up right behind the head, and then we're going to grab that foam body, and then wrap it real well. Put enough wraps around it to where it's really going to tie that down to your jig. On this, I'm going to use, this is a dark stone olive brown. It's kind of a mixture. I use a white, brown, black, yellow. The choice is really unlimited to the colors of what you use. And these are about 1.5 inches long. So I cut it in bite in the long piece and then just cut it down to the size. But I'm going to take two pieces, which has two pieces on each part of it. We're going to tie it in right there on that segment. I want a little bit more on the back than the front. So what we're going to do is wrap it, and we're going to whip finish it right here where we got it. It's about 3 wraps on it, tighten it up. Alright, then you can grab and just pull down to each side of the spider, just like it right there. Okay, then we're going to take the bobbin and we're going to split them, which that's going to give you 4 legs per side. These little jigs are simple to do, and it don't take long whatsoever to accomplish them. Alright, what I'm going to do is flip it upside down, and we'll put a little cement right here on this thread, and then come back and put it right there on that thread. And that's just going to tie your body and your legs, everything together, so when the fish go to biting it, it ain't going to tear it apart. Alright, with this one, I'm going to take a red magic marker, and what I'm going to do is just get right there on that segment and just make a red line on this body, kind of having it tapered off back there at the back. And then we're going to put us a red dot right on that one. So that's the pattern that you end up with. And you can do them different ways. You can do them with so many different colors too. Then you can use a double color, one up here and one up there, or you can outline it. But that is how simple that little jig is to make. And whether it's floating upside down, that red gives it that kind of a black widow underlook on the body side. Plus you got the eye, and which it'll be floating, you know, like that when you're fishing it. But try this one. It's a fun little jig to tie, and you'll have a lot of fun fishing it also. Thanks for watching.